Hello everybody, I'm back here to talk about this Leo James guitar I was given to do a complete setup and a review on, and I had already took it out of the box. Just came in a little cardboard box with wrapping and stuff. I was tuning it today on the other little video I did, which was like 1 minute. I was putting the tuning the E string, and I think these saddle. But what a beautiful guitar for, this thing was under $100. So, it's a top loader, and it's got a very, very, very nice veneer. Of course, looks like maybe a picture. I did take this off, and I saw, it's got two little pots and a cheap switch. I don't have any idea what the pickups sound like in this. I've never plugged it in yet. Did pop the string. The frets, unbelievable. The frets are great. I mean, they are a little bit grimy, but they look like they're closer to jumbo in size. Pretty good size. It's got, it's got a little bit of lacquer on the front and the back. A little bit thick, but that's okay. It's going to make somebody a great playing guitar. For the money, wow, I'm blown away. So anyway, I probably am going to replace these saddles for sure, because they're obviously popping strings. I've been known in the past, if saddles are not working, to use Graphtec saddles. I will put those on. The pickups, if I had my choice, I'd probably throw some stacked Duncans in there, replace the pots with CTS pots, a Switchcraft jack on the back here, Switchcraft switch. This switch it's kind of like really, really short switch. That's kind of funny. And then the pickguard, it's a clear pickguard on that real fine, I think it's just maybe it's a very, very thin, I'm sure, very thin veneer. But the neck on this thing, very good. And the tuners, these look like those really cheap tuners, like on every other guitar of this caliber, but they're actually pretty smooth and they seem to be staying in tune. The nut on this thing is high. It's like, look at the action. I don't know if you can really get in on the action. The action is like way off the fretboard. I mean, it's like I could probably get underneath there. So anyway, that's got to go down. Definitely put a shim in there. And these, if you look at the saddles, you see how they slope downward. They're kind of like at an angle going down. That has to be taken care of. So that's telling me the neck is perfectly straight. I did put a stick on that earlier, and there's absolutely nothing in between that. It's perfectly straight. So that's a great place to start. The nut is going to have to come down. Probably I will clean these frets off and I will see how level they are. I'm sure there's going to be a couple, three that are going to need probably the StewMac fret kisser, to get those frets leveled down. And I'll probably just do a complete level on this and replace that nut on there, which obviously that's a plastic nut. So anyway, that's the little bit more of an introduction on this guitar. For the money, wow, $100. It's not like these guitars back here. It's nothing like these. Those are American Fenders or American G&L. And of course we have a nice little Marsh amp there with some goodies on the top. So anyway, that's kind of sorry about that. That's kind of the highlight on this guitar, and I will be doing the work on that. Really low, really, really low. So anyway, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay, thanks.